You now know everything you need to know in order to sew a gathered end hammock. It's nothing more than a big rectangular piece of fabric with a folded hem all the way around. What you are about to see compressed into just under 6 minutes is about an hour's worth of work. I started the camera and just let it run. So there are times when it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but stuff is happening outside of the frame. I want to make it clear that when I said you could be hanging in under an hour, I meant it if you had all of your suspension supplies and suspension equipment. In fact, it would have been quicker if I had made a hooked end gathered hammock. As it was, I decided to go ahead and make a channel gathered hammock using Amstel 12 blue for the suspension ropes leading to a set of ring buckles. So that had to be added after the hammock was completely sewn. But that was not really a big deal. I already had everything there. In under an hour, you can put together the body of a hammock for, at $1.50 a yard, probably under $10. It's that simple, and you know how to do it all. It's nothing more than a folded hem all the way around a big rectangular piece of fabric. Then the ends are folded over to an extra large hem to allow a space for the suspension rope to go through. That's doubled back on itself. Now, I have intentionally not done anything about design. There is so much on hammockforums.net about designing hammocks that I couldn't possibly do it justice. And it looks like I'm only going to be able to talk about the gathered hem, the gathered end hammock in this video. There is another type of hammock that is being built on hammockforums.net, which is a bridge hammock. That uses spacer bars to hold it out, to hold out the ends. Now, the simple fact of the matter is that the techniques used to make the bridge hammock are no different than the techniques that are used to make the gathered end hammock. The only difference is the bridge hammock has some curves along the long sides, and those can present a challenge to sew. But that's a matter of practice and a matter of following the directions which are listed and posted on hammockforums.net. The bridge hammock is undergoing a tremendous amount of engineering changes right now, going to the point where some of them are wider at one end than they are at the other. If you're interested in the bridge hammock, which has an incredibly flat lie, I would suggest that you research that further on hammockforums.net. But the fact of the matter is, you already know how to make one. While we're on the subject of hammocks, I want to demonstrate something else that there seems to be a lot of mystery about, and that is sewing loops in webbing for hammock suspensions. 1-inch webbing is very commonly used now for hanging straps. And there seems to be some misunderstanding or some concern about how difficult it is to sew hammock straps. You want to figure out how long you want the loop to be, and then add several inches to that. Start at the loop using a moderate zigzag stitch and a fairly short stitch length. Up and back, up and back, up and back. Now that is what's called a bar tack. Bar tacking is one of the easiest ways to sew a loop, and I usually use 3 bar tacks. I know some people use more, but I usually use 3. Now, I personally would be very comfortable hanging from that loop in my suspension. I would not have a problem with that at all. Nothing like getting into a brand new hammock, especially one that you've made by yourself. This is living. Hello. Good night.